she was just a role model, not just for her children, but for me too. I looked up to her a lot. And she was always dancing and smiling and laughing, and she deserved everything good.
The house was supposed to be the fresh start for Crimea and Sean, a quiet neighborhood, a new beginning far from the chaos of the past. But David Turner couldn't let go. Every step she took away from him was a blow to his pride, every moment she spent with someone else a festering wound. His calls turned into threats, his presence an ominous shadow they couldn't escape. On a quiet night, when the kids were tucked safely inside, the nightmare he brought came crashing through their fragile peace. What should have been their sanctuary became a scene of unspeakable tragedy, as his rage finally consumed them all. Before we begin this video, we would like to express our deepest sympathies to the family and friends who were severely affected by this horrible crime. We would also like to send condolences to Crimea's family and friends. Today's case takes us to Frederick. Frederick is a city in northern Maryland, located about 50 miles northwest of Washington, D.C. The city has a population of around 80,000 residents. Known for its rich history, Frederick features a charming downtown filled with 19th-century architecture, boutiques, and eateries. The city is recognized for its role in the Civil War, with landmarks like the National Museum of Civil War Medicine. Frederick is also a gateway to outdoor activities in the Catoctin Mountains and is home to vibrant cultural events, breweries, and wineries. Maurice and Patricia Baker welcomed Crimea Baker into the world on August 16, 1991, in Park Ridge, Illinois. Crimea loved being a mother to her 4 kids, Brooklyn 11, Leilani 10, Rocky 9, and Cairo 8 months. They were the love of her life, and it brought her the most happiness. She loved traveling, cooking, dancing, music, fashion, running her own company, coaching track and field, and dealing with autistic kids. She enjoyed celebrating holidays and birthdays with her kids, as well as spending time with friends and relatives. In 2009, Crimea received her diploma from Mundelein High School. She is a member of MHS's Track and Field Hall of Fame and was a highly successful track and field athlete. She earned a bachelor's degree in psychology from Roosevelt University in 2013. In 2016, she graduated from Capella University with a master's degree in psychology and applied behavioral analysis. She was a licensed behavioral and ABA therapist who worked mainly with children who had autism and ran her own business. Baker was said to be the strongest woman, fighting for her life in the face of adversity. She also put a lot of effort into providing her kids with a loving and secure household. She always prioritized her kids over everything else. Despite the fact that she had 4 children. She had 3 children throughout her marriage and was now divorced. Following her divorce, she dated 34-year-old Sean Lange, with whom she had another child. She even shared on social media that she gave birth in February 2024. Her mortgage was signed in April 2024. Crimea put in a lot of effort to ensure that her children's aspirations came true. Unfortunately, she would only be with her kids and her new house for 5 months. On August 25, 2024, at around 7 a.m., deputies were dispatched to a residence located at 7000 block of Mandalone Court, north of I-70, at about 7 a.m. They discovered Lange and Baker dead in a bedroom upstairs. The preliminary investigation determined that they were shot at approximately 1:30 a.m. According to the sheriff's office, 4 children were discovered in the house unhurt. Lange was the father of 1 child, while Baker was the mother of all 4 kids. The kids stayed hidden until early morning, when they thought it was safe to come out. The sheriff's office said kids are receiving assistance from social services and other organizations. 42 shot casings were found inside the house on a peaceful cul-de-sac in Frederick County, according to investigators. No further description of the weapon is provided. Police discovered that Baker was under protection orders when they began their investigation. According to reports, there was years of abuse. She created a GoFundMe page in 2018 to raise money since she was unable to see her children because her violent spouse had hidden them. He would threaten to kill Baker's family if they asked him where they were. Her ex-husband, David Phillip Turner, 33, had mental health concerns, and while Baker was unable to contact her children, Turner did so with the assistance of his mother, and they were also in the process of divorcing. He also threatened to kill her with a loaded weapon. On June 24, 2018, he faced a second-degree assault charge. Baker would receive protection orders, which he would breach. When police learned of this, they knew he was a likely suspect. Following the August 25, 2024, murders of Crimea Baker and Sean Lange, Fort Lauderdale Police and the Federal Bureau of Investigation Baltimore Field Office, in cooperation with the Frederick County Sheriff's Office, arrested David Phillip Turner, 33, of Miami, Florida, at 6:20 p.m. on September 28. Turner faces 2 counts of first-degree murder, home invasion, and use of a handgun in an act of violence or felony.
Now charged in connection with a gruesome double murder in Frederick County. Our Maryland Bureau Chief Brad Bell joins us live now.
Yeah, Brad, it's taken police weeks to arrest someone in a case that really shocked the community, including even the officers who were working it.
Yeah, look, this was a tough one for sure. But I got to tell you, it took a month, but this guy was the suspect right from the start. We actually asked the sheriff about him within days of the murder because we spotted his name in court records. But the sheriff said they had to build a case. And then they caught him in a lie. He said he hadn't been in Maryland, and they were able to prove that, in fact, he had traveled to Maryland from Florida. Then they found some evidence in his vehicle, and he was picked up over the weekend. Crimea Baker was, by all accounts, an attentive and loving mom for her 4 kids, moving to this home in Newmarket last spring. Sean Lange, the father of the youngest child, joining the family there, also living in the house on Mandalong Court. The murders of Baker and Lange in that house, shaking even the county's longtime sheriff.
I've never seen anything to this degree. Really, it was unbelievable.
Now, Jenkins says this man is the killer. He's 33-year-old David Turner, Baker's ex and the father of 3 of her kids. Jenkins says he drove from his home in Miami and back to do the crime.
We believe that Turner entered the residence through a back door sometime after 1 a.m. before 1:25 and murdered her and Mr. Lange in the bedroom, firing more than 42 rounds.
Court records show Jenkins lost a custody and child support battle with Baker for their children following their 2017 divorce. Sheriff Jenkins says he can't say yet that's a reason for the crime.
There's no explanation that I can think of that would have justified anything like this. Certainly we don't have a motive. We can only suggest it was domestic related, obviously. It was a crime of passion. And Turner must have been so enraged for some reason. Again, maybe we'll find out in the future, maybe not.
Yes, Sarah said we may never know the motive. Now, the sheriff was asked about the children. He said obviously they endured something terrible being in that home when their mother and her boyfriend were killed. But he says now they are safe, they are protected, they've got a long way to go emotionally. We've also seen that there's an online fundraising effort right now for Crimea Bakers' parents. They are trying to win custody of those children so that they can ensure them a future. In Frederick, Brad Bell, 7 News.
Sean Lange is an Army veteran and father of 4. He was described as an incredible person, skilled martial artist, and devoted parent who aspired to join the Secret Service. Lange's ex-wife stated that their 3 young children continue to inquire for their father and are perplexed as to why he is not returning home. Unfortunately, we don't know what drove Turner to kill the couple, but some speculate that he was jealous of their love, while others believe he was unhappy that she had full custody of the children. Tell us what you believe might have caused this awful ending. We would like to extend our sympathies and hope for peace to everyone impacted by the couple's passing. If you would like to stay updated with this type of content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on the following video.